I was like, even with my this was like encouraging me, like, yes, so leave this good. But I was, yeah, she can tell you this, please.
Oh, wow. Yeah, no, we've had a good warm up. We've had a we've had a good start to this interview already. I'm happy to be here. I love you, Irene. I love dance. I'm so happy that we get to have this chat today, all of us. And yeah, but you know, please read Irene's wonderful write-up. Oh, all of us. Read our bios. That's all I have right now. That's about it.
Bisi? Yes, we'll have a chance. This is Bisi again. Excited to have this amazing end of the year conversation with my boo Irene and this amazing women. And I guess we'll get into it. I'm a healthcare practitioner, an executive coach, wear many hats. I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm a child of the Most High God. I am a lover of women and women in terms of sisterhood. And I'm really excited to have this amazing conversation.
Hi, I'm Janelle. Like Danny said, go read up about my bio. But I am a business consultant. I wear many hats. I am coach. I'm just grateful for this opportunity to be here today. And thank you. Let's get into the talk. Yes, I spent lots of time explaining.
Yeah. It grounded us. Yeah, because now I'm like, oh, shoot. I'm the only one who didn't get grounded. Okay. Hi, I'm Mara. And I am obviously American. And I moved to South Africa about 8 years ago. And my husband and I started with some friends in East Africa. We started Tanzania's first craft distillery called Johari. And we own Tanzania's first handcrafted premium gin called Johari Tanzanian Gin, which is made entirely within Tanzania, including the juniper berries. And we had a banner year in 2025 because we won a gold medal at what's considered the most prestigious wine tasting competition in the world, which officially ranks Johari Tanzanian Gin as one of the best gins in the world. So we're very proud of that, very thankful. And in my spare time, I'm a mother to 3 children. 2 of them are teenagers, so I'm in the car a lot. And I have known Irene and Bisi for a while through school. And especially I keep reaching out to Irene because I'm an amateur musician and I have a dream of building an album of my father's songs as well, because my father was also an amateur musician. So yeah, that's me.
Perfect. Now, can you describe 2025 in one word? Anyone of you can start first. One word that describes 2025.
Transformation. Yeah.
Good one.
Maybe I can continue. Transformation.
My favorite word has always been amazing. It's been an amazing year. With ups and downs, but it's been amazing.
Yeah.
I think. What did you say, Bisi?
It's been an amazing year.
She said that every year.
Huh?
This is 2 words. Only one word.
Amazing.
Amazing. Okay. Okay. Amazing.
No, amazing. Amazing.
That is alignment.
Okay, transformation, amazing, alignment. Okay.
I was thinking realignment, actually. Yeah. And transformation.
Okay. Can you just say like quickly, why is it transformation? Why is it amazing? Why is it like just quickly, why is it?
I think for me, amazing in the sense that it's a lot of transition, a lot of transition going on this year. But one of my dreams for so long, especially as an healthcare practitioner, on practicing for almost 2 decades, and then being out of the clinical world for a minute, I was really getting almost to the point of depression because I was like, okay, what am I doing? I really kind of missed that, and going back to that again this year is just amazing. And then transitioning, seeing I call myself an empty nester now because my kids just left home, and it's amazing in the sense that I was nervous, but at the same time, I was so excited because I actually did something right, and they were ready to leave home and thriving. So, yeah, for me, that has been amazing in the sense that it's a lot of transition, a lot of fear, a lot of growing pain, but it paid off. This year kind of showed me that if I continue to do the work, I will see the result, and the result showed itself this year. So.
Got that bittersweetness going
Absolutely.
on, but the peace of knowing that the timing was right, it was the good, right decision, everybody's okay with it,
Absolutely.
but still bittersweet.
It's bittersweet because you still some underlining anxiety
Of
and
course.
depression
Oh,
a
does that
bit
ever go away?
and uncertainty, but trusting God that, it's being able to provide and protect and just there every step of the way, even when we feel like it's not there.
This is a whole new transition.
It is, absolutely.
Who's next?
Go ahead.
Oh, no, you can.
Okay, realignment. So something about me, I inherited an autoimmune disorder that manifests as migraines. And I've been kind of living with that for 30 years. And I managed it pretty well, but it went out of control when I moved to Cape Town. So I've been spending 7 years essentially not being able to breathe, and that means I'm unable to really sleep well. And my migraines were rapidly developing what you could say would be like very minor seizure symptoms. So this was all coming to a head, and then perimenopause hit. And 2024, at the end of 2024 was like, I need to start doing things differently. And my motto, and I was telling Janelle earlier, I usually just fly by the seat of my pants. I'm down with everything. But I was like, perimenopause was it. That was when I hit the ceiling and just said, I cannot manage everything anymore. I have to stop doing things the same way I've always done.
Yeah, not alone.
Triggered Einstein's definition of insanity, which is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So realignment means I started off the year saying I am going to go as far left field as I need to start getting things back online because this is untenable. And I actually did do that, and I actually did find the regimen that I needed, not only for perimenopause, but it ended up solving my allergies, which were triggering these very scary symptoms, and it really solved my my migraines. Whereas I was getting them every week, I'm now getting them once every few months. So I started sleeping in 2025 in a way that I haven't done for years. I started breathing in a way that I haven't done for years.
Wow.
So that little motto of just stop doing things the way you do them and be brave and change it, realign things, it worked. So I'm going to continue.
Nice, great. I am a producer, and I'm also the host. I'm a lot of things together. So who is the next one?
I can go next. I think for me, alignments, when I got this word for 2025, I had no idea what it meant. I just knew that alignment is something about balance, and I didn't know what they would mean for me because when I wait on God, in the beginning of every single year, through fasting and seeking, and the scripture I got was, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added. And I'm thinking, yeah, right. I'm used to having a plan. I'm used to, putting things in place. I have goals, but I'm used to I like structure. I studied accounting. It's the way my brain works. I like order. So I like to know, and I also like to be in control of, okay, this is what planning for January and February. I usually have a big calendar in my office, and this year I had none of that, except one word: seek first, and everything else will fall into place. And that's literally what I had to live through this year. And I thought, okay, maybe it's because I don't have a plan that these things are happening. But in actual fact, through those things happening, you know, the challenges and the ups and the downs and transition, I love all these words are just aligning to every single thing that I experienced this year. Transition from moving, moving into a new home, understanding how it is to work from home and not have a physical office to go to. Everything was so different to what I knew life to be, and I had no control over it. Absolute no control, except I had to seek. And when challenges came, the word kept coming to me: seek me. So in that, I found that. I found that it's not just actions that will give you the results. It's not just getting up and going to gym, because I love routine. I thrive and it feels safe. But allowing things to unfold and just trusting. And like a dance, being led by your partner, which in my case is the Holy Spirit. So being led by the Spirit, so to say.
Yeah.
This is the way to go. But relinquishing control. I found alignment.
Ooh, that is a tough one. Did you find that hard?
It's still a journey. Because my personality wants to control.
Yes.
My personality wants structure. My personality wants routine. And I had to say, I have to let go. And I think, there are many things that happen, and I'm sure we'll get into it. Thank you.
Nice.
Alignment.
Beautiful story, yeah. Daniel, I don't think you talk about yours.
So transformation, definitely for me, my overall health took a big knock. My hormones, it's just it just happens. The female body, the female body changes and transforms, and I really felt that this year. So I feel that I've shed a lot of the old, and in that I think it's been incredibly tough for me physically, and everything for me is, I've been so used to taking action, performing, creating art, and this year, my body it fought as hard as it could, but I had to take so many months to rest and take it easy, and it was so difficult for me because I never felt that I need rest because I feel so happy doing what I do. So rest never occurred to me. I've just never felt I'm pushing myself too far or I'm just going overboard. I think I have been quite exhausted physically, but mentally, my mind and body, they just weren't in sync this year. And I've had to prioritize rest, and I've had to prioritize slowing down. And initially I was crying and I was breaking down this year, and I was like, I can't do this. I don't understand why I need to slow down. And now I'm quite obsessed with it. Now I'm actually too relaxed. Now I'm like, I can do this for much longer.
So I saw Bisi's face. I was like, I'm happy. She's self-care. Finally, she's self-care.
And I think a lot of us, especially our achieving women, I think we often think that passion when we're so passionate about what we do, that we assume that just because we're passionate and we're doing it, that rest is not. It's a luxury. Like we think rest is luxury rather than it's
huge guilt when
like
you don't.
And because when it's passion, it feels so good.
Yeah, I've been loving
It
it.
feels right, but at the same time, our body is taking the heat of it. Our mind is taking the heat of it. And then women, they said hormonally, you're transitioning either, in your 30s or in your 40s, whatever the case may be, hormonally we're changing. And if we don't, and I'm glad we're having the conversation, that if we don't get to the point that we're actually scheduling rest as a lifestyle, rather than something that we do and put and plan, rest is a daily thing. We have to carry rest like, rest is not a luxury anymore. It's something that we have to plan into our routine every single day.
Yep.
And it's self-love. Rest is self-love, really. And I'm glad that you're there. I'm glad that you accepted.
You touch Bisi's world now.
Because I remember when we were going through stuff, we put tools and like, no, especially this chick, she was like, no, I used to do this, I can do that. But acceptance is one of the biggest gifts you can give yourself.
Yeah.
And just resting in it and just it's amazing because your strength and your God-given purpose comes from acceptance and rest.
Yes.
So I'm really glad that you're there.
So I was about to ask you guys to give me a sentence of 2025, but I think you already did it. I would just say, like, what is
you
your...
didn't say what you
Huh?
feel about 2025.
Me?
You haven't given your...
I think for me, 2025 was like a good continuation of 2024, mainly on the music world, because of course I had my moments. We had our moments, as Bisi said, and then I think for in something also what Danny said, that when you get to the acceptance of what you are now, things get better. And I think 2024 things start to get better, and then 2025 was just a continuation of that. So I feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I know my ways, of course, and I'm ready to make mistakes, which is normal. Before I used to be so perfectionist, and everything has to be perfect. But now, you see, we had issues at the beginning. I was like, let's change this. In the past, I would be like freaking out, like everything has to be perfect. But now I feel like, I think I used to say that I'm enjoying my life better. I'm happier now than before. I think so. I'm like, I know what I want, and I don't live for other. I live for myself, because before, we women, we have that. We live a lot for others. Now I'm living more to myself, so which is a blessing. So yeah.
Yay.
Now, what was your biggest win in 2025? The biggest. I know you had a lot, but the biggest one.
I'm just going to say, I already said, getting my health back.
Same.
Huge. 30 years of migraines, and then 7 years of them getting worse and worse, and being unable to breathe. I would dream about being underwater, and I would wake up like sputtering, swollen, like desperate to breathe, and I would do that 2 times at night, and then I'd wake up like that, or I'd just stay awake all night long, so it's a terrible way to live.
Yeah.
And so it required a lot of strength, it required a lot of stepping back, and it did require medical help, because I was on a lot of different drugs, because I was on anti-epileptic drugs, I was on painkillers, I was on migraine medicine, I was on antidepressants, hormones, it was the gamut.
And Mara, when was the moment that you feel like really proud of yourself? That happened during 2025. Like when you feel like, oh yeah, I feel proud of myself.
Honestly, it's now, because like we were saying, we have so many demands on ourselves, right? And whether I was thinking about you, Danny, like you're an artist, Irene's an artist, and I have an artistic heart, and I know that when the spirit hits, there's no way you're going to rest, but you will run yourself into the ground that way, Yep. So having that kind of temperament and being able to stick to a plan that was working for me, and also setting the boundaries to protect that space that I knew I was healing in. Mm-hmm. It really was a day-by-day situation, because there is withdrawals involved. Exactly. There's regular checkups with doctors. And then there's also a little bit of like having to push things aside, not being there, and going inward and holding on those boundaries. I genuinely took it every single day until one day I realized I wasn't
That's all.
doing that consciously. And it really only happened, I think, when
Next
school
go to
ended
the-
and I
yeah.
had a chance to
Yeah.
rest.
Yeah.
But by the end of the year, I can look back and be like, damn, I was pretty hardcore about this whole thing. And God, that means it must have been right. Because
Great.
looking back now.
Great. Then you said that you too, when she said about health. You said you too.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm still a work in progress for sure, and my health is still progressing. But, geez, I think the biggest win for me, other than my physical health, yeah, it's been my mental health as well, and I really have gotten to know myself so much more in the resting period, and that's been so much fun. And I've gotten to know myself on all levels, the bad, the just the ugly sides, and now I feel okay. I think there are areas where I'm like, okay, you know what? You've been a bit strange. You could have done better. Okay, you really can be a nicer person in these areas. And now but I'm also so much more playful. There's just a playfulness that has come about through resting that I haven't felt in years. And I'm just having so much more fun.
Don't forget what you're saying. Looks like she's already leaving the perimenopause after the shock. You're already leaving it. Because first you have, no, seriously. Because first you have the shock, like, and then like the denial, like, I don't want. And then you start to accept it. And then when you accept it, then you start to enjoy. You are leaving it already.
Yeah, no, I'm having fun now. I'm having so much fun. I used to think I was having fun, but wow. Now I feel like I'm getting to know fun way more than I ever thought. And like we said earlier, I can't wait for the rest of the years, because I mean it's just been exactly.
Nice. Bisi and Janelle, you didn't say nothing else yet. I want to tell you, tell me about your biggest win.
For the year.
And also what you made you feel like very proud of yourself.
I think for me, let's see, my biggest win, it's kind of hard to pinpoint, but I think for me, I'm so sorry guys, I might be big, but my biggest win, I think, or it would be that I started making dollars again. Oh my God.
Well done.
I'm like, yes, I can finally. I mean, I was making money.
Money!
Having
My
consistent-
ongoing New Year's resolution.
Go back to the past.
You know, having consistent revenue and being, and not only that, working in my purpose. Being able to do my professional, everything's professional, but being able to do my my training as a physician and still use other, and then being able to make from other avenue and still doing what I love. So purpose and passion together and making that, I think that's my biggest win for this year. And I think the moment I was most proud of myself would be, believe it or not, I'm sure you can imagine, is the day that I dropped my kids off at school and I didn't break down. I think for me that was and it wasn't because I wasn't emotional. I mean, and even everybody was already expecting me to break down, but I was so happy and proud that I actually have this amazing kids. I'm able to leave them and trust them. What a joy, what a blessing to be able to do that. I think for me that was one of the proudest moments that I did that. I raised this kid, well, my husband and I, or we raised this kid to be able to be independent.
I wanted to clap. I forgot I changed the equipment. I want to clap.
Yeah.
I changed the equipment. I don't think we can still hear it. I'm not sure.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Clap myself. Yay!
No, we can't hear.
That's okay.
At least we can hear ourselves.
Yes, absolutely.
Nice. Janelle, tell us.
My biggest win, I think we had our biggest year in terms of business growth for 2025 financial year, and that was really important for me because, I mean, it's financial growth, right? it's important and a blessing.
It is. I mean, we don't want to break everything down to money, but it does
No.
quantify our
When we
effort.
talk about wellness, wellness
Right.
finance is the eight aspect of wellness. So
Yeah.
having
Financial
financial
wellness.
wellness, mental wellness,
Right.
100%.
But we can't live without
No,
finances.
100%. And we've got AIS school. Yes.
We have good school fees
But
to
it's just
pay.
this ability to quantify all your effort for years.
And I think for me that was a huge win. Because we're making significant impacts in South Africa. Having to use the training that I got in terms of business and finance and all of that, and the passion that I have to educate, to inspire, to motivate, to encourage, and to help others believe in themselves. That combination of being able to use both those skills, trained and untrained, purposeful, and fulfilling the plans and the purposes that God has for my life. That for me was also another huge win. I loved it, every minute of it. And then the next question was about proud moments.
Yeah.
And I think the proud moment that I had this year was my daughter getting married. Huge.
You don't look like someone that has a daughter that's getting married.
I said to you earlier, I said, did you have them when we have the child when she was 10?
No, 7.
She said 7.
I was.
Graduated from high school and had a baby.
No, I was in my final year of high school when I had her. And why I'm so proud is because my mom had me at the same age. I had her at the same age. But I said, when I understood the cycles can be broken, I decided that will not be her story. And so when I raised her, it was, for the first 5 years of her life, I was a single parent. And a teenage mom. And my mom passed away. So it was her and I. And God. And I said if I can give her 2 things, a relationship with God, a good education, the rest I'll wing. And it was a very proud moment for me because she married a good guy. She chose well, and he's a part of our family. Thank you.
Beautiful, nice. So,
You saw breaking the cycle.
Exactly.
You saw evolution.
Exactly. That was
so
our company
fantastic.
theme for the year, by the way. Evolution.
Evolution.
Yeah.
basically, we already talk about even saying that you are grateful. Like, yeah, we already talk about basically that as well. Then, what was your biggest challenge for 2025? Oh, look at them.
Everything.
You guys were
That's a challenge. That's
Bisi, you're saying?
I think you said earlier, like you were talking about how your year started, and it says, seek ye for this kingdom of God, and every other thing shall be added unto you. And I think for me, my biggest challenge is trusting God every step of the way, because there was situation that came, and I literally had to challenge God and like, are you there? Right? Like, are you really there? Like, I think this year I always tell people now, I'm a recovering religious person. Like, I don't do religion, I do God, right? And for me, this year is, again, just really learning to trust God again for certain things that I believe He has said in my life. And when things were not going the way I planned, my biggest challenge was really going back to God and really trusting God to come through no matter what, and really staying on Him that this is what you promised me, and this is what is going to happen. And again, I always say it because people are going to watch me. I'm not perfect, and I don't preach perfection. I only preach more wholeness. And this year has been one of the greatest challenges, been to stay on that course and trust God to be whole, no matter what the situation is for me.
Beautiful. Next one.
like I said earlier, prioritizing rest initially was the biggest challenge. And it is just, yeah, it was so tough. And now I think, yeah, another challenge that came about in all of this is learning to, I don't know, be myself, but in a different way, because I had to prioritize rest. So having to try to express who I am on the inside now, no longer through dance and through art, and now I actually have to speak to people. Having to, I don't know, find the words to explain myself, and it's been a challenge to try and articulate how I truly feel to people. I think for years I've been able to channel everything into my performances, and I've been really bad at communicating who I am verbally. It's such a struggle. I've always felt I'm somehow going to say the wrong thing, or words just don't mean as much to me as they do when I'm creating. So that's been a huge challenge this year. And I still sometimes, if I hear myself speak, I cringe on the inside, and I hear my voice and I go, oh my goodness, why did you say that? Why did and it's a challenge. It's still a challenge that I'm trying to overcome. Not wanting to puke at my own words. So yeah.
Your word sounds perfect, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it's like that because we I don't know why we are also self. How can I say? We criticize ourselves a lot.
Yeah, very.
But actually, it's like, for example, even for me, sometimes I don't like to hear my own voice. You see, it's.
Yeah, I think it's because we sometimes speak thinking about what the other person is thinking of us.
Right.
That was the perceptions of others, rather than just saying, people are going to perceive me however they see life, no matter what. And I have no control over how they perceive me.
And then sometimes happen that something that is not good, for example, like a music, I'll just give an example. A music that you don't like, for example. But if you hear this music many times, then you're going to be, like later on, you're going to be singing the music, the song that you don't like. So it's like, I think it should be with us as well. So no matter what the other people think about you, as long as we agree and like it and get used to it ourselves, then everyone else is gonna get used to it. Oh, it's the same as like when you cut your hair, like mainly men, when they have what's the bird? What's the bird? Beard. I cannot say this properly, but before I say something wrong, before they cut, yes, what you just said. So they look like someone else. Yeah. And when they cut, they look like so strange. They were like, But then later, like a few days later, people get used to him. Yeah. And then I'm telling you, your voice is beautiful.
Oh,
seriously.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think it's liberating when you understand that everybody's going to see you through their own.
Yes, that's true.
And you have no control over how other people see.
Yeah. And they're gonna get used to it to you anyways.
And if they don't get to it,
and it's also okay. It's also okay because
Yes.
Yeah. I think accepting, like I said, I think it's mostly when you get to the point that you're comfortable with who you are.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean that, for me, it doesn't mean that you're not going to hear your voice and still cringe. You will cringe, but with time, I feel like it gets better. And then, but you're able to self-talk yourself right away out of it, rather than critique yourself. You're able to say, ew, I sound off. Then be like, you know what? I sound good. And then it becomes an habit. It becomes something that I speak so fast, you can tell. And I get to the point that people say that, people don't say that. I think they think that way.
Yeah.
And then you start to talk.
And then I found people like, oh, no, I followed everything you said. Nothing wrong with being,
yourself.
Self-developing yourself to be better, because, again, you want people to hear you. Yes. But at the end of the day is understanding who you are, loving who you are. Oh, this guy. Yeah. Okay. Understanding who you are, loving who you are. Yeah, loving who you are, accepting who you are, and really don't give a damn. I think we get to the point that you just be you. And people see that you're authentically you.
Being you is the hardest work.
It is the
It's
hardest,
the hardest
work.
work.
It is so hard. It's one of, I always say, the power of, looking within you, putting a mirror in your face and actually looking at the mirror of who you are. That is one of the hardest work we can all do. But the reward after that, it is beautiful.
And just to add on to it, because I was actually going to say the same thing about setting up boundaries. And my biggest issue has been that I like being flighty and like just out there and doing what comes along and being chill with everything. And I had to become strict. I had to set hard and fast boundaries.
Absolutely.
And I didn't want to be that person. I thought it was going to take a lot of energy from me. And I thought it would take away from softness. And I value my softness. And I just want to add into that because I'm actually not a religious person, spiritual, but lapsed Catholic. And I just have not found my way into a specific religion or church. But I do have like a list of resolutions that I've started to kind of like pick up on. And I saw something written by a reverend in the U.S. in the Anglican Church, and it was a woman, and it struck big time because it hit on that idea of I want to be soft, I want to be silly, I want to be flighty, I want to be flexible and cool, but I have to have these boundaries because people are not respecting the ones that I have put up there too soft. I have to be hard now. And I don't know how to be hard. And what if I'm too hard? What if I hurt someone? And what this woman said, what this reverend said was, and I'm quoting her now, so don't think that I know this for sure, but Jesus said this cool thing, quote, I am sending you out like sheep into the midst of wolves. So be wise as serpents and innocent as doves.
Beautiful.
And what she says is, Jesus does not ask us to be naive. He does not confuse love with the absence of boundaries. He seems to assume danger exists and still calls us to discernment.
Beautiful.
So, I mean, like I said, I'm not religious, but, sometimes you kind of need to hear someone tell you that you can be soft and switch on those mom boundaries when you need to.
I resonated
You know?
with every single thing you said. I really do, because part of alignment for me was exactly that. Understanding when to use my heart and when to use my head.
Yes.
And the alignment between the two. Because you cannot only be stuck in your heart. That's my opinion.
That's right.
You can't only be soft and mushy and be led by emotions and, and all these things. There are times, that was my lesson, there are times that I need to then apply logic. Absolutely. In the business, I lost a key staff member I have multiple business in the business.
A little bit closer.
Oh, sorry, I have multiple businesses in our business. So in the one business, I lost a key staff member, and I did not want to jump into that business. And I had to step in, and I had to roll up my sleeves, and I had to put processes, and it just needed me, but it needed my head. It didn't need my heart. I mean, leading people, I used my heart because I believe that I serve God through serving people.
That's how God created women too. That's how God
Yeah,
created
and I bring that, I really genuinely love people. So in that, leading people, I would use my heart. But when it came to making decisions, putting systems in place, cutting off clients, canceling clients that I didn't want anymore on the books. But you just didn't make business sense. And having that boldness and that courage to say, that client's not my source. God is my source. If he's not the right person, it takes intellect, it takes your head, it takes logic.
Janelle, did you talk about your challenge already
Which challenge?
for this 2025?
No, not really.
Since you have your microphone
I'll finish
on,
my
yeah,
challenge.
please. Yeah. Talk
Yeah,
your
that was my biggest challenge.
I
my biggest
thought so. I was
challenge
like,
was having to step into a business that I really didn't want to. I thought I was done with that part of the business. And I was like, God now, but we're done here. And I had to step in, but I learned so much. I learned that I needed to have boundaries. I learned when I need to use my logic and when I need to lead with my heart. I learned so much about myself.
that's good.
That I shouldn't just leave things in the hands of other people, but I also can't micromanage. I need to, find a happy balance of managing it.
Yeah.
And it taught me a lot about leadership, that
Yeah.
challenge.
That's good. Actually, you told you already answer my next question
Oh,
because I
sorry.
wanted to know. No, that's good. If you learn something from that.
Oh, yeah.
If it touch you, like, because sometimes if you are we are afraid of challenges, but sometimes it actually brings something to our lives.
I think challenges all the time.
Yeah.
It's a stepping stone to something bigger.
Since you are talking, but did you talk about your challenge, your biggest challenge? What's your biggest challenge? How did you learn? What did you learn from that?
What did I learn from? I think for me, what I learned from it is that I can do art stuff. Like as much as I was wasn't looking forward to all this, I can do art stuff and I'll be okay. And I think that's going to carry me for a minute because I can do it. Yeah.
Danny, I didn't hear what you learned from your challenges. You talk about your challenge, but what did you learn from that? Did it teach you something?
Learning.
I have learned to take it minute by minute every day and have as much fun as I can. Again, I thought I was having fun in my life, but the slowing down of everything has helped me fully give myself a chance to actually recover. And that recovery has been crucial in every way I can think of. I truly am much more relaxed.
Beautiful.
And I don't know, I've always thought I've been relaxed. But it's just, this
You
year
get to know your
this
new
year's
you.
proved otherwise, and it's been transformative in all of these ways. And my biggest lesson is I've just learned to be fully present and enjoy it, and I don't know, laugh more, but not in any pretentious way or force it to happen. It's just coming naturally more.
Listen
and
to
more.
your body, basically.
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
just go with it.
Yeah.
So, what is your definition of success? Like, what do you think success is for you?
Wow.
You are
Right
suc-
now.
you are a very successful person. So that's
Thank
actually
you.
good that I'm asking you guys, because all of you
Wow.
are very successful. Now I want to know, what is your definition so that people understand? For them, they are very successful. Like, is their
Yes.
definition of successful the same as we think?
Success for me now is being completely self-aware, so that I can also be aware of my surroundings and of others in a really authentic way. Just being able to be, I don't know, what all of these amazing ladies have said, just being aligned, so fully aligned that I can see clearly, discernment, just being able to enjoy every moment, but really seeing the moment for what it is.
I like the.
Yeah.
Because it's so hard.
It's so hard.
Like we were saying, women's bodies change every month, every week. Okay? And for some women, not so much, but for others, it's a lot. And it just keeps going. It doesn't stop. Trying to get alignment for what your body needs and what your mind needs, that is an ongoing process that has to happen every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, minute by minute. Yep.
We're mini
Yeah.
goddess. We're mini gods.
Yeah.
God is like, if you're looking for the definition of that, I think that's what women are.
So that's my question for you as well. What's success for you?
Listen, I know people will talk about money and all that stuff, which is part of success, which is amazing. I think for me, success is being able to put different aspects of my life and be able to manage them. Success for me is being self-aware. Success for me is being able to see my faults and where I'm lacking and being able to make fun of it. Success for me is being able to have sisterhood, that got my back, that I get their back. Success for me is being able to have a good relationship with my husband. Success for me is having an amazing time and really my family thriving in ways that, as much as they annoy me and I want to disown my children every day, being able to but being able to just pour into them and I see the love back, right? Success for me is the growth that I'm seeing every day. I always say I'm the good, the bad, and the ugly, and God loves every part of me. That's success to me because He sees me, He knows me, and every day for me or every season for me is success because I'm still here. I'm still in the ring.
Yeah, that's true.
That's success for me.
That's nice. That's very good. Well, yeah, very good. What about you?
I think, sure, that's a tough one. Because there's so many definitions of success for me, but I think the biggest thing for me is to remain conscious. That is a huge success for me. Because when I am consistently conscious, I'm self-aware, I'm working on myself, I am a conscious parent, I'm a conscious wife, I'm just a conscious woman. And I think that for me is success. Is to remain consistently conscious.
Nice. Great. Mara, what's success for you?
That was a great definition. I love that one.
She's like, yeah, I made your words mine.
Well, my ADHD brain is like, well, I've got that definition from when I graduated from high school, and then I have the definition I showed my father, and then I have the definition I had for business in Johari, and then I have the definition I have for street. So, yeah, a lot of different definitions, but awareness. So I've kind of always lived my life alongside, I'm going to do another quote, but it's the writer Ralph Waldo Emerson, and he had said, and I don't know the quote exactly, but he said that you kind of want to leave the world a better place. And then he gave a few examples, like a garden, a child who grows into a functioning member of society. That's success, something that you've left back that leaves the world a better place. And that's sort of been my overarching guide for success. I know that when I went into Johari, it was very exciting because we had a golden opportunity to be the first. And I wanted to make sure that what we did was setting the standard because there were not regulations around making your own craft, having a local domestic craft alcohol. And so I thought we have the opportunity to basically set a standard here and not have it just a fly-by-night sort of thing. And whether or not we succeed or fail, which we are still a startup, we're only like 2 years into it, we did achieve that. So when we got word of having won the gold medal at San Francisco, I was like, damn, I did it. I had a very small goal that had more to do with that overarching definition of success that I've sort of carried around with me. And then, of course, there's a lot of impact on my family. So I have to make sure that that goal that I had at Johari wasn't going to impact my family in a negative way as well, because then I wouldn't be meeting that definition of success. So yeah, balance is the key thing to having in consciousness, to being able to achieve this overall definition of what I think a good life would be.
Nice.
And again, I think balance is just one of the hardest things to
I don't even believe in that.
achieve. And just like, wow, my balance is off most of the time. Balance.
Balance and balance.
I think
Balance and balance.
every
You're
phase of
like
your
you're the
life-
manifestation of balance. Yeah. Explain to us balance and interpretive dance.
I think every
Yeah.
season is different.
Balance.
Exactly. I think so.
Balance physically, but mentally, no.
No, yeah, for women worse because of the hormones. Because our hormones all over the place.
Exactly.
So in that situation, for
Exactly.
example, if your hormones for as women is kicking in and you're going, well, when you're in the thick of that, I think balance could maybe at that time be focusing on your health.
Yes.
That balance,
Yes,
right?
it depends.
And of
whatever.
course, maybe friendship or whatever is not even going to happen at that time because you're really focusing on yourself.
Yes.
That is balance.
Balance is zooming out and taking a macro level view of
Exactly.
everything
Yeah,
and juggling.
Identifying the season and identifying what needs to take priority in a certain season.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, if you got young kids, that's your
Yeah.
that's your priority.
Maybe
That's
you
what-
can't get your
that's what's
6 packs at that
required.
time.
No.
But
Maybe
let's challenge ourselves. Let me put you to a challenge. Come on, ladies, find a balance.
Let's
Find a balance. Here we go.
Look at me.
Find a balance. Find a balance.
Look at me, Bisi.
Okay, so this is
Hold
our,
it.
This is
this
our
is
balance.
our interpretive dance for success
Exactly.
in the next year.
Exactly. 2026.
There you go.
In one pose.
First one.
The first one.
No, not your. Sorry.
Oh.
I'm talking to the.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Find the good hip, ladies.
That's what I'm
Use
looking for.
your strong leg.
Like,
Look at me.
I don't want to break the glass.
I am the
but-
best here. Look at me.
Absolutely, I agree with that.
Because of
I
what?
challenge you.
All right.
Because I'm holding Danny.
Yeah, I'm just sinking lower and lower. I'm just going down.
It's when you kick in the boundaries, Danny.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, you got to watch out. Some of us, our hips have been through it. So,
Yeah.
please.
You see, that's the result of having someone like Danny, dancer, choreographer, active, very. That's good. So, what is the habit that you got, or even you got in 2025 or even before, but you use in 2024 that you really think is good that you want to keep up, and what is the one that you actually want to leave behind? Maybe we can learn with each other. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, my machine is not working.
I'll go for it. I think the one habit that got me through this challenging and exciting and everything type of year, the alignment, was being able to plan the night before and create an intention and a context for my day. You know, in the past, I would be able to do it for the year and the month and the week, and I was unable to do that. So I just said, okay, I am going to do this on a daily basis. Only. I'm going to just take it day by day. So creating a context for my next day and seeing my day before it happened. So actually segment intending, visualizing it, and because that's what got me through a very challenging time of my life. And I thought, okay, that got me through then when I had cancer and I had to go through treatment, and that got me through then. And I said, okay, in this situation I'm just going to have to use the same tool from my toolbox. So there is definitely a habit I want to continue because it really works for me. Mindfulness, 100%. You know, creating not only a to-do list of what I need to do, but who I need to show up as in the day. What is the emotion I want to experience for that day? What is it that I want to create for that day? And actually seeing, I used to do that extremely well. I get up at 5. And that's just, wow. I used to get up at 4:30 in Johannesburg, but yeah, the sun comes up a bit later. But I mean, 5 o'clock, it's a natural thing for me to wake up at 5, and I tell my mind before I sleep that I need to be up at 5 because I need to fill my cup before my family needs from me.
Right, before you get hit.
So, devotions, time with God, prayer, meditation, sometimes yoga, before they wake up. And I need to keep.
Who used to talk about
his morning conversations with God. And he would just get up early.
Yes.
And
That's me.
he said he had his absolute best. It's prayer, it's meditation, it's
Meditation.
reflection,
Yes.
it's mindfulness.
Beautiful.
And he used to say he got his best ideas from
Oh,
there.
I love it. I've lived my life like that for the last, probably 30 years. And since I understood the power of prayer and devotion. And I think you sort of just, as you were saying, it's not about balance, it's about just knowing the season of your life and knowing when to pull that tool out of the toolbox. And being self-aware. And so, I mean, that's a habit I used to always do the morning, but the evening I never used to do. I never used to close my day. Only when I had a challenge, I would do that like consistently. But this year, the entire year I did it. Closing my day and seeing tomorrow.
Who's the next one?
What are you
Ask
not- what do you
Irene,
know?
I
What
show
are
up consistently at dance.
I
What
agree.
are you- what
Yes,
are you
I
doing,
confirm.
Irene?
Oh no, what I'm not carrying. I think, I think what habit I want to, I will, because when you say you will, you make a commitment to change. I will leave in 2025 is not waiting for something to be complete before I start the next thing.
Yeah.
So I kept saying to myself, okay, just when the wedding's over, then I'm going to start that. I'm going to feel myself again when they've done with the renovations of the house. I'm going to feel myself again when the
it
business
never
is up and
ends. It
running.
never ends.
When I'm going to feel, I'm going to
Yeah.
start again. I used to have a personal trainer twice a week. And this year I was unable to do that. And it's because I keep saying, okay, I'm gonna do that as soon as the renovations are done. I'm gonna do that as soon as we come back from holiday. I'm gonna do it. I mean, I went to gym, but I did minimal exercise because I kept saying, when this is complete, I'm going to start that. And I think that habit I will leave in 2025 because in 2026 I will create what the life I want. Regardless of what's happening around me.
That's good. Nice.
So that's the habit I'm taking in, is to just live in the moment and not keep saying when this is done, I'm going to start that. I just have to live because challenges will always be there.
That's nice.
That's
It never stops.
Who's the next one? What you want to keep from 2025 and what do you want to take with you or to leave? Like 2025, stay there. Who is next? Danny, you? It looks like you were about to say something.
I was going to say that I sadly have to get going quite soon. I'm so sorry. The
Oh,
time.
it's the time
I
already.
am so sorry. I want to stay
Is it time?
and chat for another 2-3 hours, honestly. I really do. I know this has been so much fun. But I will
Yeah,
say
we're almost closing anyways, but yeah.
we
When we are see that as like a party.
yeah.
So when it's time to leave, you say like, yes, okay, bye bye, and then you just leave. Like while we are alive, it's fine. Although we have to still
yeah.
celebrate with the.
Oh yes, we do.
Yeah.
We do.
But yeah, when you have to, you have to.
But yoga was brought up, and I just wanted to say that this year as well, I completed a 200-hour yoga teacher training, which was highly transformative as well because you've mentioned habits. So I had quite a few, just in the last few years, I picked up quite bad training habits just from COVID and not having performed as much, and I went through depression because I couldn't work anymore, and my body also just slowed down so much that I started picking up bad habits when I did return back to dance. And when I was doing the course, I'd had a shoulder injury, and there were so many things happening, but I worked through it during the training, and habits that I want to leave behind, definitely this year, and the years before, is just coming back to forcing myself to be the same person every day. That I really don't want to do that in my life anymore.
But you want to listen to your body more.
Yes, and just I was very I pushed myself a lot, and I often would put my body through things just to see if I can take on a challenge, and I would often either get the flu or my body would crash many times, but I genuinely thought that every single day I am capable of being the same way. My body can survive this day. I can push myself. I can wake up the same time every morning.
And you
I
start looking for things that you think are going to help, and sometimes they don't help. Yeah.
And yes, and a new habit now is I would really like to allow myself to just be whatever it is. And it doesn't matter if I can only succeed today and then I'm a failure tomorrow, and next week I do really well, and the week after I'm not. I'm actually really tired. Exactly. Yeah.
I think sometimes things happen, like bad things happen for good reason.
Exactly.
So looks like you learn a lot from what happened to you.
Yeah.
So you are a different person now, and then actually it's preparing you for the future as well.
Yes.
So that's nice.
And sorry.
So you can live in
I have to exit.
You have to eat.
Yes. I'm gonna just.
That's also
quickly
part of
grab.
taking care of yourself.
Thank you so much.
Danny. And is Irene? Sorry.
Thank you.
We need
This was
the
amazing.
bubble. Just we're gonna
The bubble.
just because we are almost there, but we just So I have an assistant.
I can wait. I can definitely wait for the toast.
So while we are waiting for the toast, would you Mara and Janelle and then Bisi, we can talk about your part. Like something that you want to leave, that you want to. No, you already talk. It's Mara. Habit.
Gosh, something I want to leave behind from this year. I'm going to have to think about that because it's been such a year of transition for me. And I'm actually planning on taking the little changes I've made at home, taking them now out further into the world. Because my whole story of realignment has been my personal health, right? And I've been attending to that and putting a lot of boundaries up at home around that. But I have to, of course, function and work, and I need to start setting those hard boundaries outside of the home and work, and that's scary. So I don't know, things that I guess I would change is that I'm going to not continue, Einstein's definition of insanity. So now that I've put in these changes at home, I need to do this at work, so stop doing the same thing over and over, expect it to be different, start putting up those boundaries. Don't do the same things before, but, and be brave and understand that I can't control people's reactions to that, but I can function in it.
You can open there. We have to listen to the noise. So while we open, we are open now. That's nice, Mara. That's nice. Danny, before you leave, what is your personal goal, a professional goal for 2026?
Hey.
While it's still opening. No, Isa, come here. We want to hear the noise. At least the noise. Poop. We are celebrating 2026 already. So what is your
personal goal? Enjoy every minute. And also it's okay if I'm crying. Enjoy every minute. just being vulnerable and courageous and brave and crying and loving everything, just loving everything everywhere all at once. But professional. Wow, I would love to have film come into my life a lot more. So film, yeah.
We claim it for you.
Thank you.
Yes. Bisi?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. What's the question again? What
Personal and professional.
personal and professional goal? I think my personal goal definitely would be to go back to the gym.
Woo! Get it.
I've been out of it for a few months now, and one of those I'm very. I've been. Ooh, whoopah!
Yay! Look at the arm.
That's the tall one.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah. So personally, going back to the gym and getting back to schedule, now that the kids, everybody's settled in. Professionally, will be continue to balance work and. Again, the goal is to be one of the best wellness and travel agents in South Africa. And so that's my professional goal for 2026, to continue to work on my businesses and continue to grow, continue my wellness retreats, and just continue to be the boss lady that I am.
Yeah. Boss lady. So let's since Danny's leaving, let's just cheers for us, for our lives, for our self, for the present, for the past, for the future, mainly for the future, for sisterhood. I think we should do it more often. Do these
Please,
things.
100%.
I think we
I
should
love
do
it.
Yeah, I think we
You'll
should do
see
it.
me next month.
Yes.
In the new year.
Yes. And we also have the dance talk. Then we're gonna be back here to talk about that. Is our assistant. I think you have to put the camera a little bit up because we have someone.
We just have to sink back down.
Yeah. So, and then I want to thank you, ladies, so much for being here. That meant a lot for me. So they are my sister, my friends. I have 2025 was a blessing, having you with me in my life. Each one of you gave me a lot of joy. So thanks, Lord. It's nothing bad, but yeah, even if it was bad, it's still good. Sisterhood is like that. So I really love you. I appreciate you, and I really admire you as a person and also professionally. So I really, you are in my heart forever. May
Thank
2026 bring a lot of blessing to our lives and our families.
Cheers! Yay!
Now it's like the hug for Danny, and then she's gonna. Mwah.
I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Nice, right?
Yes, I actually have another event, so that's got to get to that.
Busy people.
Thank
Enjoy.
you. I'm like, what do I do? Do I drink? Do I down
No, you can take the glass. It's fine.
Balance and drink.
Look,
And drink.
I had to see that.
Did very well.
That's gonna be one of my team.
Oh.
Wellness team for next
Okay,
year.
there's our goal for 2026 is to come back here and we're all able to balance.
Where do you want to go?
Oh, now I have no Danny anymore. Ooh, now I'm by myself. Ooh.
Amazing. I'm grabbing
Cheers.
Yes.
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 Thank you guys.
Thank you, Danny, so much. Thank you so much. So, continuing, I think now is Janelle and Mara. You didn't tell us yet what is. Oh, someone has to open for you. This one is open. This door is open. But first, open the gate first. Yeah, no, don't worry. The assistant is going. So yeah, Janelle, question.
I can't remember what was the question.
Was it the goal for 2026?
Yeah.
Going into 2026, what is your goal? What are you taking with you then?
One of my personal goals is definitely to get back to strength training, and I think as women especially in my 40s. It's some
certain age.
yeah. I have to focus on that. I have to focus on building people, and I have to focus on that in terms of personal. But I've got like goals in every area. That's just the one main one that I really need to focus on. And then in my business growth, just to continue with the programs that I run, the next cohort, I'm trusting God for funding for these people's businesses, because one business touches 16 lives on average. No, it's the programs. I run programs for business incubation, and on average there's 5 employees.
So if you have 16 businesses and all of them are employees, that's a lot.
I had 40 in one program, and 41 in one program, and 41 in the other program.
How do you
So
manage
those
that
was.
pressure, though?
Sure, I believe that firstly you need to do what you're called to do, and God will give you the grace to see it through. When you're doing what you are called to do, and you don't have goals that somebody else is, that you feel, oh, this is the right thing to do. But because I believe that I'm living in purpose, I believe that I have the capacity to do it. It wasn't forced on me. It wasn't something that.
Yeah.
It was something. It was a choice, because it was what God gave me as my path. You know.
For a reason.
Yeah, because I have the capacity to do it. So I might not have I do not have the capacity for what you do, because your purpose is different to mine.
And that gets into those conversations with God or the spirits or what you believe in the morning. If you're living with purpose, right,
Yeah.
then you believe that you're doing what you were called to do, which
Yes.
means you can do it.
Exactly.
It helps a lot with that doubt, big time. And I always have problems with people always advising me in other ways that I hadn't considered. And I allow that to put doubt into my brain. That's a big problem I have.
Yeah.
So then, in this case, what is your goal for 2026?
For 2026, I want to be a lot more present. I've spent this whole year kind of going very inward and creating a lot more space because I had a lot of healing to do. And like I said, I need to now take this new sort of approach to how I deal with my life, like outside of the home. And I also need to get back to kind of my community. I've been outside of my community for a long time. It was necessary. I don't think anybody got upset. I don't think that it was something that people were upset about or wondering where I was. But it's time now to step back in and find the balance that community brings, that family brings, and the joy of the purpose, right?
Nice. So we have to wrap it.
Thank you.
We have to wrap it up now because I have another one. I wish we could be here forever. Seriously, we could talk. We have to.
I'll bring a tasting next time.
Yeah, we have to. For sure, we have to. And we are all close to each other, so it's going to be
when
easy.
I get Johari, when I finally get my distribution and sales license, which should happen, within the first quarter, we should come here and do a tasting.
Yeah, look, we already have a date.
Sell some fish.
Yeah. So, what is the message that you leave to people that listen to us for 2026? So, what is because like nowadays, life is very unsure. We don't know what's happening. We don't know what's going to happen. So, what is the message that you can leave to people that are listening to us? Or to a friend? Or
I don't think it's as bad as we perceive it to be. I think social media and media in general, has made us all a lot more afraid of the world. But anytime we step out into the world, it's actually not that bad, right?
yeah.
So, yeah, I think the message ought to be, continue to be brave. Yeah, there's a lot of uncertainty and a lot of scary movements happening, but there's still community. There's still a lot of good people out there that are doing like we're doing here. I think right now this is a banner year for a lot of people to do some serious introspection, not just about ourselves personally and professionally, but also our community and the world and what we're doing. All over the world this is happening. And I think that there's a lot of joy and a lot of goodness out there, and it's important to shut off the negativity and
Focus
not
on
search
the-
it out.
Nice. Beautiful. Beautiful.
I mean, I think, like Mara said, there's so much perceived negativity or whatever is going on. And yes, it's been a difficult year for a lot of people. I mean, we think about the U.S., what has happened to people's jobs, and you think about people losing their homes and people being deported. I mean, there's so much stuff in this world that's going on that you can't but feel a little bit apprehensive. You can't but feel a little bit sad and weary. But I think, like you said as well, there's so much good that's in this world. And for me, I would say for 2026, for anyone listening, is just do you. Find what works for you. Find who you are. Continue. If you already know your purpose, work in your purpose. Just laser focus. Shut off everything else. Especially a lot of distraction. There's so much distraction, but it's the light. The light is always there. And from what everybody has said in terms of all our stories for the year, it came down to we made it. Right? We are still here. We have made it, and there's so much positive that came out of so much pain and whatever the case may be for 2025. So instead of focusing on, I don't do New Year resolution anymore. Instead of focusing on all this extra, I'm going to lose this, I'm going to do that. I think the focus is I'm going to wake up every day and find the best in and create the experience, create your joy, create your happiness, create your community, create your sisterhood. Choose people that you want to do life with and just do life with them. And to me, I think that's what I'll carry into anyone I would say to everyone for 2026.
Nice. Janelle?
Yeah. I think for me, for 2026, it's about, I would encourage people that are online to know that there will be challenges. There will be challenges. That's something that's inevitable. However, we must find a way to reconnect to ourselves and come back to self, come back to the light within. And the light within is you getting to know yourself. Become so self-aware that when challenges come, you're able to introspect, like you said. You're able to go within to say, okay, what do I need to do in this season of this challenge that I'm going through to move myself forward? Or maybe I don't need to do anything. What do I need to do might be, what do I need to accept about this challenge?
Exactly.
What do I need
This
to...
is here. I'm going to have to deal with it.
Yeah.
How do I
and
accept
that was
it? How do I
one of the
identify it
things-
and work with what I'm feeling and turn it into lemonade?
I found myself saying the entire year was the serenity prayer. God, help me to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. I said that prayer, I don't know, like consistently this year, because accepting things that I cannot control was a big thing for me. It was really huge because I wanted to control, and I had no control. So.
Oh, you guys,
That's
you
like
girls
the
are
motto for the world right now.
so full of. Yeah, so sorry. Yeah, sorry. You were saying, sorry, I was cutting.
I was saying the serenity prayer is like the perfect example of what the world needs right now.
So thank you so much for staying here. Thank you so much for this beautiful conversation and helping me to go through 2026 in this festive day moment, or like my live stream is ending in the grande, because you are here to help me to end this way. So thank you so much for your wise words, your beautiful words. Should I say words? Yeah. I want to say something else, but I forgot the word in English.
You can say it in Portuguese as well. Yeah, in Portuguese.
Yes. So thank you so much for everything. So, and then for you guys at home, thank you so much for staying with us. So I wish you all the best. 2026 come with a lot of blessing to your life and your family. Be you. accept yourself the way you are and live your life the best way you can. As you heard here, my guest talking about it. So the best way is to accept the way you are and take advantage of that. Live the best way you can. See you until 2026. And because my assistant is not here, I have to go myself and turn it off. And thank you so much.
This is amazing.
Say bye-bye to them.
Bye.
We have to.